chapter 13, you see here, first thing is introduction. Till now you have been working with the data in a Java program in simple fashion. Simple fashion means to take the input, process the input and show the output. Process the input to get the output and show the output. Okay. But here is a question. How would you create classes, objects for a situation wherein you have to deal with a collection of similar data items? Example is 20 students, marks of 20 students. So you have to do 20 variables. Okay, 20 marks. You have to do 20 marks. Okay. Names, 20 marks. 20 marks means maybe you are giving the name as M1, M2, like that, M20. So 20 names you have to select. But it is telling to simplify the things for you, Java offers a reference data type. Underline this, reference data type called array. So instead of this 20 marks can be stored in one array, not in 20 variables, rather in one array. And in the array you have 20 number of places, that is 0 to 19, and the name of the array, suppose M. This time we are not giving M1, M2, M3 like that. That is the M. Understood? So array consists of contiguous memory elements. So it is telling what is an array. Okay, array can hold several values of same type. I can store only which type of data? Suppose the number 70, 80, 60, like that. Same type of data. Okay, several values of same type. All are integers. 80, 70 and 60 all are of which type? INT type. Clear? Arrays consists of contiguous memory locations. The lowest address corresponds to the first element and the highest address to the last element. You have a number of elements. Okay. Last element is the, suppose 75. Contiguous means they are neighbor to each other. Each element is neighbor to each other. First element, here first element corresponds to the lowest address. Lowest address. So that means You know that previously I have told that every variable has an address. Has an address. Come, go. Come here. Sit there. Every element, every variable has a address. Every variable. Whether it is M1, whether it is M2, whether it is M20, any type of variable will have some address in the memory. Okay. We store some values to them. In M1 we are storing a 70, M2 we are storing 80, like that. Yes or no? Maybe in M20 we are storing 75. Everybody has address. So similarly, every element of the array is the address. Though array is named as one name, that is M, but every element of it has an address. Example, suppose this is M is starting from here, M0 has an address, M1 is having address. Suppose the address is, starting address is, suppose 5,000, right? What will be the address of the M1? M1 is a location whose name we can say M0, because it's an array, M0, and its address is 5,000, and what is stored in this? 70 is stored in this. Yes or no? So individually we see they are different. They have their address. Anybody can guess what will be the address of a M1? If M0 has the address of 5,000 and M1 will be having the what address? How much it is stored? 80. But anybody can guess? M1, yes, M1, 80. Anybody can say what will be the address? 5,000? 10. Why? First address has 5,000. What will be the second address? 5,001. Everybody is telling 5,001. No, because what it is storing? It is storing an integer, int. Int type takes how many bytes? Means how many bytes? 32 bits means how many bytes? 4 bytes. So the next address will have 5,004. Clear? So it depends on the data type, value, type of values being stored in the cell. Clear? So array consists of contiguous memory location. The lowest address corresponds to the then that will be low, that will be less. According to the type, it will take the address. Understood or not? If this data type will be character, 2 bytes difference. So second address will be 5,002. Third one will be 5,004. Clear? Which address? Use the pattern. See, he is asking a very good question. what is the use of address? Literally no use in Java. Okay, no, really no use in Java, but it has a highest use in C and C++. Okay, in C and C++, you will get the maximum use of address. Say highest address to the last element. Arrays are a way to group a number of items into a larger unit. Arrays can have data items of simple types like int and a float, or even user defined types like structures and objects. That is a thing to understand. I have told that I have created an array whose name is m, and it is storing all the 20 values which are ints, values of int type. So there can be another array A which can store only characters. Okay. There can be another array B which can store only, what are the different data types? 8 primitives are there. Byte, only byte they can store. Can I store 130 in a byte? No. So byte type array. Here. So 8 different data types you know in primitive. So 8 types of array you can. So what I want to tell, array can store simple data types, okay, or user defined data types. That means, suppose I want to store an array of sentences, array of names, then each one will be string. Each one will be string. Yes or no? Yes or no? Like ABC, XYZ, like that. String is a primitive data type or a user defined data type? User defined. This is not user defined, that is a composite data type but predefined. String is a composite data type. String is a class and a composite. Yes or no? Which user defined data type you have done last year? Many you have done. Yes? Classes. Which classes you have done? Which class you have done? Which? Student class done? Student class you have done or not? Student is a class, person is a class, date is a class, these I have done. So, there can be another array whose name is D, and it can store student objects. Right? It can store student objects. Object 1, object 2, object 3, like that. I am unable to write any value there because student object may have many values. Suppose Krishnasis is a student, then it may have roll number, name, okay, class, section, many things, percentage. Okay. That is why I am not written anything there. Clear? How we will make the array, that we will come to that. But I have not created any array. I am just shown you graphically now. Okay. Graphically I have told you that they can store like this. But his question is, how can we do the array? How can we create the array? That will come afterwards. Okay. Address, see, another thing, here I have put the address. Here I have put the address. Okay. You can put any address can be here. Right. Suppose your starting address is 8,000. 8,000. What will be the next address? It's a character array. 8,000 is 2. Suppose in B is a byte array. So if the starting address is a 10,000, it will be next one 10,002, 10,003 like that. It's a byte array. Boolean or to text 1 byte, no? 1 difference. Uses 1 bit, but text to 1 byte, no? Huh? String. String, listen, it depends on, he's telling string. Okay, how many bytes it takes. It depends on how many bytes it is using. Right? How many bytes using? Huh? What is 10,000? 10,000 bytes, first one. Then accordingly it will be. Understood? Now listen to me. In case of a composite type, it is different. Composite type, it is different. What we have discussed, it will take for primitive it is okay. But for composite type, what is the value inside the, suppose string, or it is a student. Suppose the student class has only 3 things. One is roll number, another is the, suppose name is not there. Name, wait. Name, then standard, then roll number. Name, standard, roll number. Right? That is the student class. So, it takes some bytes. Totally, if you will see. So, in the case of a composite type, it is different. This object is not stored here directly. This object is stored in somewhere here. Clear? Only its address, suppose its address is 20,000, that is being stored here, 20,000. Object also has a starting address, last year I have told. Every object has an address. That address is stored there, that is not so, it may be many number of bytes, no problem. Understood or not? So only the starting address of the object is stored there. Okay. So only for primitive it is okay, as we have discussed. 1 byte or 2 bytes each is taking. But for composite, it is fixed. Understood? Between the two elements, it is fixed. Clear? Not clear? Clear. Because maybe 20,000. Next object may be in another place. Suppose this address is 40,000. Then 40,000 only will be stored in the second place. Right? So here it is fixed. That is, that address is taking how many bytes? That many bytes it will be taking. Come to the next page. Need for array. So naturally here you see 20 marks, 20 variables we require, but we are here managing with the only one name, M. Suppose 50 marks you want, you have to write here 50 variables, but with array only one name, that is marks. Suppose you want the difference between the mean, or you are finding the average, and how everybody's mark is different from the average. What is the difference? So for that you will have a difference, another number of variables. So 50 for mark, 50 for difference, you have 100 variables. But with the array, you have only two names. One is the mark, another is the difference. Now let us see how many types of arrays. Arrays are of two types. One is one dimension, another is multi-dimension. Okay. What I have discussed, all these arrays are a single dimension array. Hey, sit properly. All the array we have discussed now are single dimension array, because you are seeing only there in one direction. Their values in them values are stored, but in one direction. They have either length or they have either breadth. They don't have both. That means I can think of this array as like this or like in horizontally. This one I can see as vertically or horizontally. So this is all one dimension or single dimension array. It is given here how to create the array. What is the syntax? You see, anybody can read the syntax? Hey, come here. Yes. In my class, always you two will sit there. This side, that side. Oh. So syntax is a type, then array name, then square bracket pair equal to new type size. So how I will write this? Tell me. This one. Yes, type is what? int. What is the name of the array? M. What is then square bracket pair equal to new. What is the type of the array? New int. What I should write inside the square bracket? Yes. What I should write? Number of elements 20. Yes or no? They will be from 0 to 19. So this is the way. Second way is there. See, int first square bracket pair, then m equal to new int 20. So two different syntax you are having. You can use